Good morning. So today's topic is about staying two steps ahead. And essentially what that means is as a parent raising a child who is on the autism spectrum, it's always important to kind of stay ahead of certain behaviors and finding ways to keep them safe and to prevent certain things from happening. Um, so just to set a little context, people who are on the autism spectrum, quite a few that are severely autistic, have difficulty understanding whether or not they're in an unsafe situation, or they also have a hard time figuring out whether certain behaviors are socially acceptable or appropriate. And like I said, it kind of is also intertwined with the fact that they are real fixed on routines and behaviors and stuff like that. So just to set a little context with my son Malykhi, he from when he was very small to like even now, there have been certain things that he's done that I would always have to figure out, how can I prevent this from happening again, or how can I prevent this altogether? Um, Malykhi, I'm trying to think. So this morning, he went into my office space. Now my office door is a little flimsy. I had to end up using a piece of plexiglass because I have a wooden door frame, and when Malykhi would have outbursts, he would get really upset to a point where he would knock the door frame out. Then I would have to get the door fixed. And so I was like, well, how do I prevent him from knocking the door frame out? Because the inner part of the door is a little bit more flimsy than the outer frame of the door. So I went to Menards and got. So Menards home improvement store, and got a large piece of plexiglass and had it drilled into the door frame. So when he tries to kick or push, he can't kick in the door frame because the plexiglass is pretty durable. So for a while that did work. He wasn't able to get in my office. He wasn't able to come in and just pretty much ramshack my office space because there's a lot of important things in here. I'm pretty sure I mentioned in a previous video that I'm a nurse practitioner. I work in mental health and psychiatry, and also do some family practice NP work as a part-time job. So a lot of the things that are in my office are for educational purposes. There's equipment in here. There's a lot of things in here that are very delicate and have to be protected from, tampering and stuff like that. So this morning, Malykhi ended up coming in, and he took one of my work tablets. Now, mind you, as much as I try to keep all this stuff secure, locked away, he figured out a way to undo the lock, and he came in, he got the tablet, and he tried to charge it, and he thinks the tablet is a toy. He thinks it's a tablet he can go and look on YouTube and look at his cartoons and favorite videos and stuff like that. But it's actually exclusively just a work tablet, specifically so I can see patients and do charting and stuff like that. So when I realized what he had done, I was like, okay, so here comes the staying steps ahead. I have to do a lot of problem solving and troubleshooting. So now I have to go and get a brand new door, have the one that I have undone, and get another door, and have the lock reinforced and everything. So he does a lot of things that kind of keep you on edge, to the point sometimes where you can't really get a full night's sleep because he gets really antsy at certain times of the morning, early parts of the morning, or late into the night. So I also had to invest in getting a security system in the home with cameras and stuff like that, so I'd be able to keep more surveillance on him so he's not able to do things on impulse. And it's kind of nice because with the security system, I can speak into to the camera if I see him tampering or doing something he shouldn't be doing at whatever time of the day or night. I can speak into the camera and let him know that I see what he's doing, or I can just get up and attend to him appropriately when he's doing things that can be risky to him. So he's getting a little bit more crafty, a little bit more sneaky. So I just have to really listen out. My senses have to be extremely heightened to make sure he's not doing anything to put himself in harm's way. So yeah, and there's also that risk of people who have these cognitive issues of elopement. So I have to also put alarms on the doors to let me know when he tries to open one of the doors or something like that goes on. I'll be able to be aware of what's going, and my phone will alert me when that's happening. So yeah, definitely got to be a couple steps ahead. And also in front of my house, and that's pretty much common throughout the city, our city. There's a sign within 100 feet both ways of my house, letting everybody know that there's an autistic child that is in the area, so that people can be aware, like when they're driving or when they're doing anything, or if they see him out or something that looks a little bit, abnormal as far as like his behavior and stuff like that. They can be aware that there is an autistic child in the area, and they have to be a little bit more cognizant and aware of what's going on. And I'm sure there'll be more things to come. Malykhi is definitely one of my children that keeps me on my toes. And I pretty much just have to think outside the box. If he does something, or if he gets obsessed with an object, let's say if he gets obsessed with my keys and he gets a hold of my keys, I had to invest in this for my own memory. And like if I push this button, you're gonna hear a beep. So like the keys are like literally right next to me on my desk. So anywhere in the house that the keys come up missing, it's going to alert. It's going to beep. So I'm just trying to find ways to keep him safe. So that's something I felt like I wanted to share. As a parent of a child on the autism spectrum, we always have to stay a couple steps ahead. We have to really be creative, and we have to always think outside of the box, because their interests, their routines, and behaviors are ever evolving, and they have their own set of challenges as they move forward. But yeah, and I'm here for it. I've grown very much adjusted to what to expect from my son with certain things, and I'm always on the lookout for certain things to change, or ways to adjust things to best meet his needs and his safety. So yeah, I think that was something I just wanted to share with you all, and let you know that we just have to be. That was one thing I want to share with you all, just to let you know we have to be on our P's and Q's, and protect our kiddos, protect our loved ones who are very vulnerable and might not be aware of them putting themselves in harm's way. So just one thing to think about. You all have a good day, and God bless and be safe.